kind of looking at the lay of the land, as the expression goes, and just trying to put yourself back 150 years ago and say, if I had a heavy cart full of garbage, where would I go? So you're kind of walking around looking for old growth trees that go back a couple of hundred years, and you can piece together where they would have thrown their trash, someplace kind of out of sight. And it didn't go anywhere, so if it's made of glass or clay or something that's not going to disintegrate, it's still sitting there. So that's what I'm looking for. Abandoned farm. So you're kind of walking around looking for barrel rings from old barrels and pieces of old plows, anything that's wrought iron, that's early iron. A lot of times that leads me to a trash dump that's buried down underneath it. So I use my probe and probe into the ground there, and if I can feel broken glass and clamshell and limestone and things that they also threw in trash dumps. Here beside him stands a man, a soldier. Finding a really special piece, particularly if you dig it. First you dig the corner of it, and then you clear it away, and it's a process, and you slowly emerges from where it's been buried for 200 years. For instance, if you just had your first child, and within that same month you also had discovered a special bottle, it sort of links that period of your life. Every time I look up at that bottle, I'll remember that year, I'll remember that season. And as strange as it sounds, you look at these bottles in your collection, I can pretty much remember digging them, remember who I was with, if I was with one of my kids or a friend, if I was by myself, where I was living, what the day was like, what the air smelled like. You can remember the whole thing. So it's a neat way to sort of piece together like a diary of your life, looking at these milestones that are kind of represented in these treasures that you found.